Hey, if you've got a leaky oil cooler line on one of these Crown Vics, I just want to show you what I've been doing and give you a little pointer for going forward on one of these jobs. So, my oil cooler line right here, you can see it's been pretty leaky. Leaks quite a bit actually, like a lot. So I got a replacement part, I'll show you that. And here's the line, it's right up here in the front. Goes from right here, right there. Now there's only two bolts. You got one of the bolts right there, you can see it right there, I just got to it. I believe it's what, a 5/16? Yeah, so that sounds about right. This is a 2006 model year, I don't know if they changed year by year. The other one is right here. This one's a bit tougher to get to. I used one of these like standard long extensions, and I went right up through the middle here to get to it, like that. Like that. Right in the middle of these two hoses to get to it. Now with this one, I had to go above, not too difficult. You just put the tool above the lines like this to get to it. Not too bad. Be careful not to strip. Make sure you're on this really good. Because if you strip this out, I feel like it'll just be an absolute pain. I started with a 1/4 inch socket, but I could just feel like I was going to snap the tool if I was going to continue doing that. So you want a really firm connection on there. It shouldn't be too tight. Mine was kind of like medium tightness. And of course, before you do this job, you'll want to drain the oil. I'm doing an oil change anyways. So I already got my new oil filter in there. No oil in the car yet. Old oil right there. And what I did personally, because I saw someone else do this job, leave the bolts in there, like, you know, a couple threads, then pull on this so you can get it out. You can release that, you know, gasket, see that? And with the little screw, little bolt still in there, when you pull it out, you're not gonna, like, you know, smack your hand on part of the engine bay here. Same with this, you're not gonna, like, you know, run your hand into something sharp when you pull on it too hard. Other than that, it's gonna be a basic remove and replace on this. Got the part right here. Again, brand new in the box. I'm pretty sure this is the same thing. I mean, it's got to be. It's the same exact part. Looks really nice. It's an older Dorman part, I think. This thing looks pretty old, but it's probably fine. Before I'm going to put this in, though, I'd highly recommend just, you know, lathering up the gaskets with a little bit of the old motor oil. Just so you don't have any of those, you know, you pinch a gasket kind of thing. The video I watched of some guy put dielectric grease on there, which, not a bad idea. I just, you know, from more finer work, some type of greases and oils don't work with certain gaskets. I'm sure dielectric grease will be fine for this type of thing. I don't really guarantee it, but I'd say it's probably going to be fine. But for me, I'm going to use the old oil, or maybe even some new oil. Just standard motor oil to lather up the gaskets to get a clean, you know, tight seal. Other than that, I mean, it's a pretty straightforward job. And that's all you really got to need to know about this. Get your part. Let me show you that part number again. I don't know if that's useful or not, because this thing looks like it's 20 years old. But that's it right there. And here's what you get. You don't get the replacement screws, so make sure, or bolts. Don't strip those bolts. You're going to have to reuse them. And it just looks like a standard, you know, hydraulic style line almost. Even though, I mean, it's just oil. It's not going to be, you know, crazy high pressure or anything. But, you know, hey, there it is. It's pretty easy. I'll cut back to when I'm done with this job and it's all buttoned up. See you then. So I got the new part right here, and I want to note something for anyone out there. this piece has kind of like that pointed edge on there. And this is the one that's going to go on the engine side of things, right there. And this side is going to go into the cooler side of things. And you see how that hole is offset just a little bit to the left there? That's going to be towards the front. It's going to sit like this. This left side hose is going to go to the bottom. This top side hose is going to go to the right. I don't know if it would really affect things if you ran the cooler backwards. Maybe it would. I don't really know. Probably not, to be honest with you. But I just want to note that it's going to go in something like this. Top right there, right and left, into an up and down. And it's going to sit like this with that offset to the front. Just something to note, maybe. If you pulled the hose off and didn't take any photos or whatever, it's going to sit like that. There you go. And here we are. The job is done. I got this new line hooked up. Here's what it should look like. That top line going into the right side, the bottom line going into the bottom. Don't over torque these bolts. They're pretty small, and it's just to hold down the lines here. You're going into aluminum on both sides, so you don't have to over torque that. Bolt right there. And that bolt right there. And of course, before you fire up the vehicle, put oil in it. I don't know. I think you could probably do this without draining the oil, but I'm doing an oil change. I just did it when there was no oil in it. That's just me. Hey, that's about it for me. Ooh. Getting out from up under this thing. That's doing an oil cooler line. Pretty easy, honestly. I'll give it like a 2 out of 5. I mean, I'd say it's a 1 out of 5 job, but it's, you know, gotta crawl up under the vehicle, get dirty. So I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 5. This thing is doing pretty good for a 20-year-old Crown Vic, 150,000 miles. I love Crown Vics. These are my kind of car. I love these things. Hey, that's about it for the video. Thanks for watching. Hope this helped you out. Leave a like, subscribe if you like Crown Vic content, and I'll catch you later. See ya.